Hey, what's going on, y'all? Once again, it's your boy Killah Threat,
It's your boy Cool Cal.
and this is Welcome to the Lou Town Podcast. We welcome y'all back. We appreciate all the love and all the success and gratitude that everybody has been giving us. I know that doesn't sound right, but you know I'm doing this on the fly.
All the good feedback. We appreciate y'all. Good, bad, and ugly.
Yeah, for real, for real. All the thumbs up and all the heart emojis, you know what I'm saying? We take that to the heart sincerely. But yeah, this is episode 3, and you know we talking about the Biden administration today, like Cool Cal stated that we was gonna go ahead and talk about. So I just want to go ahead and lead off with this disclaimer. Most of the stuff that we have gotten or collected is from other journalism and other news sources. So we are just gonna go ahead and specify on some facts and or opinions from these news sources and give y'all our honest feedback. We're gonna be transparent as possible. So let's get it.
Absolutely.
So I guess the first thing we're gonna go ahead and talk about, we're gonna piggyback off, I guess, the last episode, which is COVID-19, the pandemic. We're gonna start off with the Biden administration. Y'all know when it was like the whole trail of the whole thing going on with Biden, and he was giving out all these promises. First promise was going ahead and controlling the pandemic within the first 90 days and having the schools back open like normal within the first 100 days, and he was going to go ahead and put a nail on the coffin with the pandemic.
We a whole year into this situation,
And
and we still dealing with this.
Right.
It's getting worse, actually.
You know it. And I mean, it's a whole thing, a lot of things that can go ahead and contribute to it. I mean, the first 100 days ain't happened. Even though the kids got back in school, true, the kids got back in school. You know what I'm saying? My kids are back in school. I know, baby girl back in school. But
everybody kids not back in school.
bingo, you know what I'm saying? And then he was saying that number 2 regarding the pandemic, that it wasn't going to be any mandates, none whatsoever. Do y'all think that happened? You think? No, we know it happened. You know what I'm saying? We got a whole bunch of federal mandates now, as far as for businesses and as far as for other jobs, federal government and all that. Everybody has to get vaccinated and or wear a mask. You know what I'm saying? It's like almost a part of the daily ritual, or you go ahead and get crucified when you go outside. And it's kind of pathetic to me because Biden is kind of putting America against one another. You know what I'm saying?
Vax versus unvaxxed.
Right. And that's just
It's like we gang banging or something. You red or you blue? Like what is it? What are we doing out here?
right. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of dangerous, especially within the field of everyday living that we trying to endure, trying to get back to normalcy. The last thing we need to do is have people trying to tell people what to do with their bodies and actually spitting on them if they ain't doing what we want them to do or what a certain party wants another party to do. That's nobody's call. You know what I'm saying? Not even the president's. Even though I can understand that he's trying to go ahead and slow down the spread of the virus, but his ways of saying that, his ways of stating that, especially when you're held to so much of a high position of order and of representation of these United States of America. But moving along, you know what I'm saying? Because like I say, we can go on with the vaccine all day, with him calling parents domestic terrorists if we don't get our kids vaccinated. How dare you say that I'm a domestic terrorist if I don't get my kids vaccinated? Because you don't take care of my kids. I take care of my kids. I'm responsible for my kids. I feel like in my heart that I take my kids' health into accountability way more than he would ever, no matter what position he holds within this vaccine debate. So
Yeah, they called Joe a lot of different names. They call him when he first got in office, Moneybag Joe.
Moneybag Joe.
Joe Cool.
Yeah.
I call him Wild Boy.
Yeah, I call him Lying Biden, but you know.
Lion Biden, that's a good one too.
Hey man, I'm just saying, just keeping it nutritious.
Captain America. There's been a whole lot of cap in that campaign he gave us.
Extra cap.
Man,
Capital cap.
like what happened to this debt forgiveness? He campaigned the whole time for 50K debt forgiveness, got in office. Well, I can't do 50K. That's too much.
Right.
It wasn't too much when you was campaigning.
Tell him about it.
Then they got down to 10K. Now he just like, y'all figure it out. I'm in.
And that was a smart way for him to go ahead and get more votes. Because he pretty much got everybody vote once he said that 50K. Because you know how many people got student loans out here, cuz?
Yeah.
Everybody got student loans. I even got student loans because I continue my education. I know I owe well over 50 grand. You know what I'm saying? So that 50K forgiveness would have even helped. Even a 10K would have helped me a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it is. You got to go ahead and say what you got to say. Because you know what him and Kamala has done in the previous election. You know what I'm saying? Previous presidents and vice president elects have done the same. So we ain't here to crucify anyone or any administration per se, but we gonna speak our facts on the administration though, and give our honest opinion.
Kamala had y'all in them chucks and pearls. We ain't seen her since.
Not at all. I know.
We ain't seen her since.
You know, and I traveled to Virginia. You know what I'm saying, to go ahead and do the celebratory thing with my wife and my sister-in-laws. You know what I'm saying. My cousin Candace, shout out to her. You know what I'm saying. We was all out there. That my wife and all them had they pearls and chucks on and stuff. And I'm like, I just hope that, and this was in my mindset, I hope that this African American biracial sister will go ahead and at least try to do right by some of the stuff that she says, but I have yet to see it myself. You know what I'm saying?
I actually saw something on Twitter the other day. It was pick your poison. Get caught with some weed by Batman, or get caught with some weed and Kamala Harris prosecuting you. I said, man, Batman can break my arm 11 different ways.
For real.
Before Kamala Harris get a hold of me and give me 20 years with a 10-year gang enhancement. having a dub or something on me, man. Give me Batman.
Oh, yeah, all day. Shout out to Bruce Wayne, you know what I'm saying? Because at least he's going to have some justice behind it. It ain't going to be something that's going to be on a false narrative to go ahead and try to build on something that's not necessarily true, or to build up and follow up on a plan that's already been predated.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and move on to what I call the Build Back Broke plan. But you know, I know y'all know the proper terminology for it, for the Build Back Again plan, I believe is what it's called. But yeah, this is supposed to go ahead and get everything back to where it was economically. You know what I'm saying? Bringing taxes down, providing more jobs to the lower income, so on and so forth. And I see, honestly, that they have provided more jobs, but the only reason that the jobs are provided, in my honest opinion, is just because everybody's quitting their jobs. They call this time the Great Resignation, because everybody is really looking forward to better benefits, better lifestyle, and really thinking about work-life balance.
Let's just keep it 100. You got folks out here living off them PPPs. Y'all done ran off with 100K. You know, folks got them 10 grand in stamps. Like, folks out here
got them packs in.
What they do.
You know what I'm saying?
What they do.
Re-up, stretch it, and flip it. Re-up, stretch it, and flip it. But yeah, I just feel like if it wasn't for the Great Resignation, I think it wouldn't be so many jobs created. Even though I know a lot of people, like, once again, talk about the job, I guess you could say the jobs that are not available now is back to how it was prior to Trump. I don't know how truthful that is, you know what I'm saying? Because once again, this is just hearsay from what other journalists are talking about, like on CNN and ABC and Fox News and so on and so forth. So I can't really gauge on if it's true or not, but that's just hearsay. But I still know people that still having to re-up, stretch it, and flip it and go ahead and get it out the mud because they're still not qualified for these jobs that are just fast food jobs. You know what I'm saying? They got the 13 and some change. Still can't get that. You know what I'm saying? So, and then when you think about this plan that he has put in place, there's several things that are kind of wrong with this plan from me doing my research, as far as he's saying he wasn't gonna give us any higher taxes. That's absolutely positively false. Our taxes this year, and y'all know when y'all go ahead and file y'all taxes, there's gonna be a whole lot of upset individuals when you see the higher tax bracket or the higher taxes that's gonna be put on your W-2s when you file them. And the only tax breaks, like he said he was not gonna do, but it happened, is for the millionaires. And we guessed it right, it was gonna happen again, but it's only benefiting the millionaires who's in the Democratic states. Ain't that something?
That's interesting.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
The game is the game. Avon Barksdale said it best. The game is the game.
Right. If y'all peep the landscape, you know what I'm saying? It's high prices on goods. It's high prices on like various commodities. If you get your clothing, if you get your food, if you get your shoes.
$20 for a 6-pack of wings.
Right.
Since when?
Exactly.
It's crazy.
You talking about gas prices going up, you know what I'm saying? That 20 wasn't doing what that 20 was doing about a year or two ago. I'm trying to tell y'all. You know what I'm saying? I know the 20 ain't doing what it was doing 15, 20 years ago, but it was at least a little decent, you know what I'm saying, about 2 to 3 years ago, you know what I'm saying, prior to this. And then when you speak on the jobs and all the stuff that's supposed to go ahead and help the community, if you look at 71% of the households of the lower income people in America, they make less than $40,000 a year. Plus, you have inflation. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of the inflation, you still got higher costs with higher taxes. And it's crazy because when you get your paycheck, you got to pay taxes. Then when you go out to get something to eat or go buy something, you got to pay taxes on that. And then after that, when you get your W-2s in, you got to pay taxes on what you already paid taxes on twice. Crazy.
Getting taxed all around, you know. I think with our community, we need to really sit back and look at the landscape of things. Like, why do the Democrats feel that they entitled to our vote? As blacks, as Mexicans, as Asians, minorities, period. Why do they feel like they're entitled to our vote? And why do we give it to them? Who told us because they Democrat that they not racist? Who told us because they Republican that they are racist? They could all be racist to me.
Yeah, like I said, I feel like
the Democrat they vote not guaranteed for me.
Oh no, never. Neither party guaranteed for me. You know what I'm saying? If it's an independent party, I'm gonna be voting on that first. You know what I'm saying? That's even if I go ahead and have the mind to vote, to be honest. Because if you think about it, the government is like a high school. Let's put it in this analogy. You got a high school. The government, you know, the election is like an assembly. So now America's going to this assembly. You got a basketball team that's having a scrimmage. The basketball team, the varsity basketball team, one half of the team is in home jerseys, the other half of the team is in away jerseys. So the home jerseys is the Democrats, the away jerseys is the Republicans. So y'all can go ahead and vote on whoever you want to vote for, but just remember, both teams are still hooping for the same high school. Just like both teams or both parties is still doing their thing for the same government. They still gonna have the same plan and go by that plan that's set forth to them to go by. They can go ahead and try to pass laws because there's certain individuals. I ain't gonna do a blanket statement and say that every representative on both sides is on some crooked mess. But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, majority of them are. You know what I'm saying? Because if that wasn't the case, we would see more changes being implemented more so than not, you know? So
absolutely
crazy. And just to let y'all know, to go back to Mr. Biden, Joe Biden, I'm a small business owner, you know what I'm saying? I own Thoroughbred ENT, been owning Thoroughbred ENT since 2012 legally, you know what I'm saying? But I've been doing my thing with Thoroughbred since 2003. So once I got the game, I did my research. I went on and did all my paperwork so I can go ahead and file my taxes legally every year regarding the business. I'm a business owner. At first I was a sole proprietor, but now I got an LLC. Now with Biden, he was saying he was going to do right by small business owners. You know what I'm saying? Especially, you know, I guess like Cal said with the PPP loans, and for other owners, you know, the SBA applications you have to fill out to go ahead and get additional assistance and things of that nature. But what he's not telling everybody is that it's going to be higher taxes for the business owners. Regardless if you get the labor or you don't get the labor, you're gonna have higher taxes. So I'm gonna be suffering from that this year. And it's quite crazy. You know what I'm saying? That he doesn't want to read the fine line, but I guess that's usually how business goes. You gotta read the fine print to actually know the truth instead of assuming and making speculation.
Yeah.
man. But yeah, just because of everything going on, I want everybody to go ahead and keep your head up, because I already know right now it's been said through the tolls that homicide rates have been going up, you know what I'm saying, because of the choices of this administration. You know what I'm saying? I know homicide rates more than likely have been up like this, you know what I'm saying, but I don't think they've been up like this since the 80s, since the Reaganomics.
Honestly, I don't want to blame the homicide rate on this administration.
Mm-hmm.
It's a deeper issue that's causing the homicide rate, and we're gonna tap into that, you know, on another episode. It's a much deeper issue, especially with our community,
Yes,
our
sir.
culture, that's progressing to that homicide rate.
I agree.
I'm not gonna give it to that administration, because it was going up when Trump was in office too.
Oh yeah, but you know Trump was a wild boy. That boy was about to set wars with everybody. And
He was the wildest of the wild boys.
Sheesh.
You know?
I mean, yeah, it's like him and then George Bush Jr. George Bush Jr., you know what I'm saying, when the 9/11 thing went off, and he just continued to go ahead and read to the kids like it was nothing going on, just an everyday thing, normal thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to Kamala Harris with this border patrol situation. Now we all familiar with how they've been treating the migrants that come to America, and how they go ahead and separate the parents from the kids and have these kids. Right.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Separate me from my daughter.
Oh yeah.
About to kill me, man.
Everybody gonna have to go. Everybody, the guards, the people that's trying to stop me from getting to the
I'm gonna
guards,
have to check out before I get
dogs.
separated.
Right. That's when it gets real, for real. But yeah, Kamala was supposed to be having a meetup with the president in Guatemala. Now, from this first year of presidency, the president from Guatemala is saying he's only heard from Kamala one time regarding, you know, parameters and trying to discuss some type of code or some type of agreement on these border regulations. You know what I'm saying? Why she's only visiting only one time. If y'all know what's going on regarding that, put that in the comments below. You know what I'm saying? If y'all know anything, any pros or any more cons regarding the Build Back Again plan, I believe is what it's called, put it in the comments below. If y'all are 100,000% Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, put that down in the comments below. We want to know. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we want to hear the good about them as well.
For sure. You know what I'm
This
saying?
is not a post to diss them or degrade them. We just giving our thoughts and our feelings as far as this administration 1 year into. Things that were promised that were not given, but every politician has done that.
Very true. You know what I'm saying? From the first president who said he ain't never told a lie, which, you know, that's another argument.
Lie right there.
Right, you know what I'm saying? Just saying he ain't never told a lie, and then him being the first president, that's even a lie. You know what I'm saying?
It gets deep.
Yeah, it gets really deep. But nobody ain't really want to have that conversation, so we'll just move on. But yeah, like I say, for us small business owners, we're gonna have to go ahead and capitalize on what we can capitalize on, but do it the legal way now. Do it the legal way. Because we know the government don't move legally, they move by law. But because they move by law, all laws are not legal in a sense. You know what I'm saying? It's not all legal for real. It's loopholes and all type of stuff that's created to go ahead and benefit certain circles.
They the
of
real
society.
gangsters.
Yeah, for real.
Y'all think y'all gangsters out here, they the real ones.
For sure. You know that's right.
They got some cold stuff out here. I'm telling you.
Yeah, man. Speaking of code, homie was supposed to be pro-union. You know what I'm saying? Was supposed to go ahead and create some more union jobs. But then, you know what I'm saying, he canceled what they called the Keystone. It was like a pipe project. Canceled that mother. 8,000 jobs lost. Instantaneous.
Pipeline for the gas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I know we got a letter that the gas might shut off
Yup. Due to that.
in Missouri from Spire. I did some research. It was going on in Michigan, a few other states too. Like that was crazy.
Straight crazy. And like I say, it's just like, I don't know what to say about Biden, to be honest with y'all. I just feel like he's ignoring the issues of the people. Now, I can't say if he's purposely ignoring, because we do have to remember that Joe Biden is older than Mommy does. You know what I'm saying? He kind of dozes off at some,
Joe.
right. He sleeps and dozes off at some press conferences. He goes in and out during questions. Even this last press conference, Joe Biden cursed out a person that was asking him a question. Called him a dumb son of a bitch, I believe.
Trump did some wild stuff in his conferences too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? This ain't foreshadowing like he's the worst president, because he's far from the worst president that we have had. But I would expect better, especially when you lead off your campaign, your campaign saying that the single greatest currency is your word.
He broke then.
Extra broke. That boy in a far deficit. If his currency is his word,
if what he stands on is his word, his currency, he broke.
Yeah, he most definitely ain't stand up right now.
His account is negative, something.
Yeah. And then rumors have it that Biden is also vacationing at his crib in Camp David too. And he's at Camp David more than he's actually at the White House. You know what I'm saying? Going ahead and handling business. I think that's why he's out of the loop most of the time. It's already bad that the virus stuff is going on and you're not taking the scientist's word for most of the stuff, but you choose to go ahead and mandate a whole country. You know what I'm saying? Just off of what your beliefs are and not what science says. You know what I'm saying? These are the actual scientists that are actually in the offices or in the laboratories with the virus, testing stuff with the virus, seeing the pros and cons, what work, what doesn't work, what can work, kind of trying to just get things out and ready to go ahead and get us back to some type of normalcy. But you know, like I say, these are just opinions. None of these are facts. These are hearsay things that we have came about from other journalists and other news outlets. We just reporting it to the St. Louis community just so we could put y'all in the know just in case you don't know. You did? So, we're gonna go ahead and conclude this. You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all already see where me and Cool Cal stand. You know what I'm saying? Is there anything else you wanna go ahead and break down to the audience out there?
I think we pretty much covered the main things, you know. Just really think about if y'all wanna just stand by this same Democratic Party who keeps lying to y'all and not fulfilling the things that the community needs. Cause just from me becoming older and just seeing things for what it is, what I get from the Republican Party is, hey, the money is out here. It's up to you to go get it. You can't just keep relying on handouts and free stuff. You gotta go get out. You gotta go get it, man. So y'all can keep depending on these folks lying to y'all. They all lying. But why are the Democrats guaranteed the black vote? That needs to change.
For real. Like Ice Cube said.
And I ain't saying vote Republican. I ain't saying vote third party. I ain't saying who to vote for. I'm just saying we can't just guarantee them the black vote, the minority vote, because they kind of arrogant with it. That's why Hillary lost. She just knew, oh, y'all voted for Bill. I'm in there.
Yeah, let me put this hot sauce in my purse.
Yeah.
Maybe y'all can go ahead and relate.
So, just something y'all to think about. We love to hear you guys' thoughts and views on anything that we covered in this segment. Leave your comments below. Like, share, subscribe. And let's get the conversation going.
Right, and if y'all haven't, go ahead and check out the CoolKillahz album. It's an joint album by Cool Cal and myself. You can stream it everywhere on Spotify, Tidal, Amazon, Apple Music, iTunes, Deezer, so on and so forth. Make sure YouTube music as well. And also make sure y'all visit www.killahthreat.com. That's KILLAHTHREAT.com. Go ahead and look at the behind the scenes footage if you become a Bread Elite member. What you waiting for? Holla back at your boys.
And you can also purchase beats from Killah Threat himself at KillahThreat.com.
Know that. Spread the word.
All right, we out here.